All right, what's going on, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George with no goes here. I'm going to interview Thiago Santos, who's got a co-main event featured bout coming up here on April 1st on ESPN, and his opponent is going to be Rob Wilkinson. This is PFL 1 2023. It's the beginning of the regular season. Welcome back to Junkie Radio. Thiago, how are you?
Thank you so much, brother. I'm good, thank you. What about you?
Good, thank you. So you've been living in Florida now for a few years, right? How do you like it there?
Yeah, I feel great. I like Florida so much. It's look like the Rio de Janeiro,
Yeah,
so I like so much.
especially during spring break. It's like Rio de Janeiro right now. A lot of parties, but I understand what you mean. You got all the beaches, and it's probably be closer
Yeah,
for you to travel to Brazil as well.
yeah, the weather's amazing, and yeah, closer to Brazil, just 7 hours,
Hmm.
so easy to go there to see my family, my friends,
What
and
has
yeah.
been the biggest adjustment for you in terms of training full time at American Top Team now?
No, it's was easy to adapt for me because I come here to Florida since 2013 to training camp.
Hmm.
So when I start living, just easy. I use it to Florida.
Now you have, you know, uh, a baby. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And so you have a family that's growing, and then your partner is also a professional fighter. So is that easy to work together for that, or does one go train, the other one stay home, and vice versa?
Yeah, it's go easy. We both do the same things, especially in this time we're gonna fight close each other. So just a week different. So we did diet together,
Mm-hmm.
training camp together. It was very easy, very easy.
Mm-hmm. Usually, when one person's in camp, the other one helps. But now you're both in camp. So how does that work? You just keep to yourselves, or do you still help each other one way or another?
Yeah, yeah. Usually, we do the like you said, one have fight, other help.
Mm-hmm.
But at this time, we both have fight. But we did everything in the best way as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We keep help each other, and sometimes separate. Uh, Everyone do your training, your like specific training. So, but it's going easy.
Now you're in the PFL. This will be your debut fight. Tell me about the decision to go to PFL. What was it that they said to you that made you want to sign with them?
Yeah, man. I have seen PFL uh, a long time, and I saw they're doing good job. They growing so much, and in this point of my career, I would try. I would like to try something new, something different. I don't have a long time. I don't have many years more. So I decided to do this point, to do new things, to try different things. Uh, yeah, and I'm happy in PFL. I'm so excited for April 1st, my debut. And yeah, I'm happy with my decision.
Did you ever even speak to Bellator, one championship, BKFC, any other promotions before you decided on PFL?
No, no, we even didn't have time. We always saw, I spoke with my manager, with my family, and before I leave UFC, if I leave, my decision before was go to PFL and try to win the tournament and 1 million.
Hmm. Right away, you get last year's champion, Rob Wilkinson. And I asked Rob this question too. When I saw the whole roster, I was thinking, ooh, Wilkinson versus Santos in the finals. But now you meet in week one. I guess you can still meet in the finals the way the regular season and the playoffs and the points. You might fight two times this year. I don't know. But are you excited to fight the champion maybe send a message to everybody else right on week one?
Oh man, in my opinion, it couldn't be better. You know, I I'm very happy to fight him. Uh, he is last champion. He's a tough opponent, and it's the best way to do my debut. I think it's the best way to fight now because sometimes something can happen if you think, let's make it. They meet each other in the final, but maybe something going not in this way, so it wouldn't happen. But we can fight now, and maybe we can fight in the final. Who
Hmm.
knows? You know what I mean? So I think it's the good fight, great fight. It's gonna be firework. I'm very excited for that.
Hmm. Have you already worked on two things? One, the next set of fights, it's like in 3 months. So it's almost like you can't even get out of camp, at all. You basically fight, you probably rest maybe 1 week and then right back at it. So you got to manage your weight and everything. But what about the point system? Like, I'm sure there's a temptation to get out there and finish, but at the same time, you got to look out for your health as well because you want to make it to the next fight and so on. They say it's a really really difficult season because it can be 4 fights in 1 year and all really not even 1 year from like April till October, so like in 7 months.
Yeah, man. Like I think, in my opinion, you can't think about the next. You have to be focused in this fight. You have to win the fight for to go to the next. So you can't think, are you be careful here, not injury, man. Fight is fight. You have to win. You have to punch, kick strong. You have to do everything to win. You not think about the next. The next gonna happen when you win. So you have to win. So it's what I have in my mind. I go to win. I'm gonna do everything to win, and that's it.
Do you even think about the $1 million? What the life-changing money that it could be and what it could do for you? Is that even a thought that enters your mind?
Yeah, man, this is part of the tournament. The
Hmm.
goal is the belt and the 1 million. I cannot say I not think about that. I think about that. It's so important. True. It can change my life, life of my family, everything. It's a part. So I think true. But like I said, I don't have many years too much fighting. So I'm think to enjoy every single part of my journey now. I know it's I'm going to the end, so I want to enjoy every single part of the journey. So
Hmm.
that's it.
Last question, Thiago. I appreciate your time today, and I know the focus is you versus Rob Wilkinson, PFL 1, April 1st, ESPN. I'll be watching. I hope everybody tunes in. But at the same time, your name came up a lot a few weeks ago because you're one of the last opponents that Jon Jones had before he fought. And you did very well against him on two bad legs. You had a really bad injury on one knee, and then another one, maybe not as bad, but still pretty bad. Everybody remembers it. One judge said Thiago Santos won that fight. It was a split decision. Do you ever think back about that fight and when people say, hey, Jon Jones is the GOAT or the greatest, is there something to be said? Hey, man, one judge thought I beat him. A lot of people thought I beat him. Like, do you take a little bit of pride in that?
Well, I'm proud of myself about every fight. Sure, this fight was uh, like very important because, like I said, I have big injury, and I overcome. I didn't give up in that fight. I fight until the end,
Yeah.
and was a great fight. Uh, I'm proud of this fight too. Yeah, for sure. Against one of the best of all time. But I'm proud of every fight, every moment of my career, and everything. It's parts of my journey, and I'm very proud of myself.
It's definitely one of the gutsiest performances I've ever seen because you could tell both knee injuries, you had them, and one of them was really bad and you fought till the end. And it reminded me, Luke Rockhold, same thing. when he fought Paulo Costa a few months ago. You could just tell he was exhausted. He had nothing left, but he kept going after it. And the fans and the media really, really appreciate and never forget those performances. So thank you for giving us that a few years ago. And now we look forward to after PFL starting on April 1st against Rob Wilkinson.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. See you April 1st.
Take care. We'll see you here in Vegas in a few weeks. See you, Thiago.
Thank you. Bye-bye.